Here's Johnny.
Welcome to my nightmare.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Come play with us, Daddy.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Fear Freaks Podcast. I'm Braden.
I'm Destiny.
And we are the Fear Freaks. You forgot for a second how we opened the show, apparently. It's been about 3 or 4 weeks since we've done a show. I hope that you guys have been doing awesome. You know, the Fear Freaks really sucked this year because we only did like one episode during October. I think maybe two. So
I literally thought we didn't do any during October.
No, we did. We did the top 5 Halloween episode, and then we did the Saw episode before that. So, yeah, that's about it, though. On our comeback, when we got in here, now we have more viewers, but on our comeback episode, we opened with a whopping 2 people watching the stream. That's record numbers right there, everybody. That's record numbers. I hope that you guys are all doing well, man. Halloween is officially over. We can officially move on to Christmas and bypass Thanksgiving, as many people do. But no, we love Thanksgiving, man. If you're a foodie like I am, you love Thanksgiving, right? I mean, you get half the week off. It's nothing like Christmas. A lot of jobs give you a full week off, but with Thanksgiving, you only got that half week off. You know, at least in my job, I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm off Thursday, Friday for the Thanksgiving holiday, which is pretty nice. But yeah, what are you looking at me like that for? What's up?
Thursday. I'm off Thanksgiving.
Oh, well, I don't know what to say to that, honestly. Want to say hello to the chat. I hope that you guys are all doing great. Hope that you guys had a great October. We have a lot to talk about tonight. And that's why we just decided on our first episode back that we're just going to do a chill session. We're just going to be like, you know what? We're going to answer questions. We're going to talk about things that we have done because there's been a lot and it's just easier to compact it all into one episode to keep conversations interesting and everything. So I hope that you guys had a wonderful Halloween. Again, I'm very sad that this year we really kind of dicked October as Fear Freaks. I feel like that we have failed. But we did watch a lot of movies, and we're going to talk about that tonight. Hello, chat. Leslie, welcome. I think this is your first time in the show. If you're here tonight, I want to personally welcome you. So welcome.
Welcome.
And then we're going to answer your question right off the bat. What is your favorite horror movie? Destiny, can you answer what your favorite horror movie is to kickstart Leslie's welcome to Fear Freaks?
Scream, the original.
That's a great one. My favorite horror movie is Halloween. 1978, not 2007, not 2018. Halloween 1978, the one that kickstarted it all, is my favorite horror movie. Welcome. We're glad to have you in here. Lamontre, what's going on? And Tanis, how are you, buddy? Brett, man, what's up? You know, I still always remember when I called you Good Reel for the longest time. What a damn day that was. What a time to be alive that was, I should say. Brandon, what's going on? How are you? Antonis gives us the first super chat of the show being back. How was both your guys' Halloween? And did you guys do anything? Well, to kickstart, we got to give you a little clip here. So, you know what? Let's kickstart with some Bob's Burgers.
First, you got to make some money for mommy. Okay, baby?
There we go. You know, the animation there looks a little bit different. Is that like an earlier season?
Yeah, that's the art crawl episode.
Is that the same one where she goes, "Rah, rah, rah"?
No, that's the
No?
Amber Green episode.
Damn it. All right. Well, oh, well.
That's from like the first season.
And Tanis, we're going to go ahead and answer your question here now. Des, how was your Halloween?
My Halloween was good. I did work, but we got to dress up for work, which was really fun. And then I came back home and I redid my makeup and I passed out candy for the rest of the night until we ran out. So it's pretty fun. And then we watched the original Halloween that night. Oh, and I watched Terrifier 2 while getting ready for work to try to watch some horror movies. while I can. So it was pretty good overall. It was pretty fun, pretty chill, I would say.
Well, that's good. I want to do a little mic check here. I'm feeling like it's not plugged in. Can anybody hear this?
Yeah, I can a little bit.
Okay, so then, I mean, I feel like it is. All right, it should be. It said at least like when my audio track was going, it said that it was green. So I'm assuming that it is. Sorry for any listeners in the future if you guys hear a little right off the bat. But anything else you want to say about your Halloween?
No, that's about it. I didn't really do anything crazy.
Alrighty. For me, I didn't really go too crazy either. For work, I was able to dress up. I had to bring my Ghostface costume, though, for the day because I couldn't find my jumpsuit for Michael Myers. As many of you guys saw, though, on Halloween, I did dress up as Michael Myers, but I found it after I got home. I was very sad that I couldn't wear that to work that day because I always go as Michael Myers. That's like my go-to costume on Halloween day every single year. That will probably never change. It'll probably be Michael Myers every year on Halloween day. For Halloween parties and stuff like that, I'm fine with, changing it up a little bit. But yeah, passed out candy, really played the character, walked up with the bowl, didn't say anything to the kids. The parents were walking up and they were like, ho, 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 you got to walk up to him and get it. And I was just looking at him. And one little girl, she looked terrified, honestly. So I got down to show her I wasn't too scary. I brought the bowl of candy down. I handed her the big piece and she just like waved. And as she was walking away, I gave her a wave. But she was scared. So, I did scare the shit out of her. That was my goal. I succeeded. And then I felt bad. But yeah. Anyway, passed out candy. Went through this haunted house in our neighborhood that was charging $5 for entry into a haunted house in somebody's house. And they actually, you walked into their house and they had a maze in there and it sucked. I'm sorry. If you're watching this or listening to this in the future, I'm just going to be honest. I give honest reviews of things, so it was not good. A for effort, but you guys got to do better. It was not worth $5, 50 cents maybe, but yeah, that's about it. What?
Nothing.
I don't know. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, Aaron unsubscribe. Wait, why are you unsubscribing? What happened? What'd I do?
Probably because we haven't done a stream in a while.
Oh, gotcha. Denise, what's up? Did you guys hear the strike is officially over? Yes. The not writer strike, that's been over for about a month now. But the actor strike, it literally just ended here about 10 minutes ago. Right before we got on the stream, I texted Destiny saying the strike is over. I actually think my exact text was tweet, let's go. That's basically what my actual message was. But yes, I did see that. Congratulations to the actors on the well-fought fight that they finally have a 3-year contract for movies and everything like that. So let me Bretman and Brandon, let me go ahead and finish getting through the hellos, and then I will get into your guys' super chats. I appreciate you guys being patient. Loyal fans, am I right? You guys are very loyal. We really appreciate you guys so much, honestly. I'm smiling from ear to ear. Billy Singer, what's going on? Welcome. I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat here unless you have changed your name. If you've changed your name, welcome back. But if you're new, welcome. Rob, what's going on? Rob's Eclectic Media. That really threw me off. Sorry. Welcome, Rob. Welcome, Rob. Maga Cat, what's going on? And I think that is everyone in the chat right now. I'm sorry if I missed you guys, but welcome, all you guys. Hope that you guys are doing fantastic. Celebrate Thanksgiving, then celebrate Christmas. Bretman, there is a lot of people here, probably Destiny included, that would have this to say to you.
Now you gotta die. Those are the rules.
If you celebrate Thanksgiving, you got to die. That's it. You got to get the hell out of here. No. But I definitely agree. Thanksgiving at least gets its one day. It gets its one day, you know. I mean, you put up some leaves, put up some turkeys like around the house, and that's it. You fry a fat bird, you eat it, and then you move on. So, yeah, I agree. It at least gets its one day. And then we've got Brandon. What's up, buddy? This past Halloween, my brother and I got to see Back to the Future on the big screen. That was an experience seeing it with a crowd. Oh my gosh, I am so jealous. Where the hell did you see it at? Because I would love that. This is my favorite movie of all time. I've got the poster right above me right there. Did you know that, Destiny, that it was my favorite movie of all time?
I did know that. I did know that.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Absolutely amazing. So I am glad that you got a chance to see it. I know I don't think Misael's here in the chat tonight, but Misael, I'm going to give him a little shout out. He was supposed to see Halloween on the big screen at Alamo Drafthouse in Wrigleyville. And if you were in Chicago, if you're in the Chicagoland area, I am so sorry with how your guys' Halloween ended up being, because it was snowing. He sent Destiny a picture of the snow. He FaceTimed me, and it literally looked like a winter wonderland out in Illinois. So I'm so sorry if you guys had to experience that. But yeah, isn't that crazy, Des? Like, we were in Chicago like 2 weeks before that.
Yeah, if it would have snowed, I don't know what I would have done. I wouldn't have left. I would have just because I don't want to be that cold. So, yeah, I'm glad we didn't have to see that. We made it out in the perfect time.
Yeah.
Sucks for them. That does really suck. I would have been really upset.
Yeah, no, I know that it would have been the week that we were there, because we were there too for Misael and his now wife's wedding, and that was a great time. Seriously, congratulations again to Misael and Gail. It was a great day, great venue. Everything about it was awesome. The wedding was perfect. There was nothing that went wrong. So yeah, it was just an overall great week. I mean, we did a lot that week though. We did an ass ton that week. I was tired after that trip. How are you feeling after being in Chicago for the very first time?
Still recovering, I think.
Still recovering?
No, that first week I got back home, I was pretty tired. But yeah, it was crazy because I've never been. It was pretty chilly, but it wasn't anything too bad. And yeah, we did a lot of fun stuff I've never done before. Some stuff I still refuse to do. And overall, it was a great time.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, I thought it was a great trip. Again, the weather was perfect all week. Hoodie and shorts weather for the most part. I mean, we really got lucky with that. So, yeah, definitely glad that we got to be out there for an entire week and celebrating. Billy does say that they're new. Welcome, Ben. Glad to have you in here. We got a Thanksgiving horror movie coming out now. I know. I'm really excited for that. It's my most anticipated for the remainder of the year when it comes down to horror movies. So definitely excited for that one. And Des, I know you're looking forward to that one as well.
Yes, I am. I'm actually really excited to see Addison Rae in it. I really think she's going to do a great job.
Heck yeah. Oh, and Billy's also originally from Illinois as well. That is funny. Yeah, I don't live there anymore. Not anymore. I had to get out. We had to drive an hour away to see it, but it was worth it. Oh, I bet, man. I mean, what's there not to like about Back to the Future? It's a great overall movie. Brother Fluff, what's going on? Welcome in. Yo, Misael. He must have heard me call his name. So, it says, miss y'all already. Aw, we miss you too.
Loser. I'm just kidding.
Dang. Missile, go after her.
I miss y'all too. It was a great time.
Nah, you don't get to say it now. Okay. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, we're about 15 minutes into our stream already. That's kind of crazy. I feel like that we've only been on here for like 5 minutes and 15 minutes has gone by. What do you, unless you feel something different, unless you're like, dang, can we pack it up right now?
No, I'm not. Shut up. No, not at all.
Okay. I don't even know what we've watched, honestly. Like, I mean, I got to go through my letterbox here and see what I've watched over the last like month because it's been a lot. There's been a lot of stuff that we saw. Let's see here. Brandon, thank you so much for the super chat. Are you seeing Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving? Des, are you going to be seeing Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving?
No, because I already am stressing on like trying to figure out my family situations for Thanksgiving. So unfortunately, I can't fit a movie in as well.
Yeah. I'm not seeing it on Thanksgiving. I'm seeing it Tuesday night, next Tuesday night for the press screening. That is when I am seeing Thanksgiving. And you got, you know what? I'm going to throw back to the OG clip, the one that we all love.
For your information, my revenue stream currently generates $2 million a year in charitable contributions for my community.
Hot damn.
Hot damn. Freaking love that clip. And I did watch that movie on the plane, didn't I? I was sitting right next to you. And as soon as that clip came up on the plane, I elbowed her and I was like, look what clip it is. Look what
Yeah, out of me trying to fall asleep.
Yeah, okay. Well, the funny thing, yeah, you were definitely almost asleep, and I definitely was like, I hope I can get you to see it. But the funniest thing was you didn't even have to hear it. You could just see the clip, and you could just hear like what was going on just from how many times it was played on Fear Freaks. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Really worth the wake up.
Do very much love that movie. So it was a great watch on that as well. Braden, do you ever make a miss you already joke by playing on the pronunciation of Misael? Don't know if I spelled his name right. Name spelled wrong, but that's okay. I just call him Missile. We just call him Missile. That's it.
Miss already. Miss
Miss
already.
Miss the L already. You know, there you
It
go.
rolls right off the tongue when you get it right.
It does. There it is. Right there. He already said it.
That's actually pretty funny. I've never thought of that.
That is kind of funny. You know, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about it. And then
Don't steal Aaron's joke.
Aaron just said it. Aaron just said, "Hey, I was thinking about it." Aaron said it. Rob is already mad at me. I'm a terrible host. I butchered
You
my
did.
name. Yeah, I really did. That was.
You want to give it a go again?
Eclectic media. Eclectic. God damn. You know what?
He's having a night. He's being dramatic tonight. What are y'all talking about? Oh.
You want to talk about dramatic?
No. Continue on. What
No,
did you watch?
it's okay. No, you get the chat going, and I am going to be looking on Letterboxd for some movies that I watched, so we can talk about movies and everything as well.
Okay, must be nice. Da 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 ba 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 ba. Dad joke. Sorry, don't apologize. 2024 is jam packed with horror movies. Which ones are you looking forward to seeing? What is coming out next year?
There's one that I know damn well you're very, very excited about.
Terrifier 3?
No. Try again.
A Quiet Place Day 1?
Nope. Try again. Try again.
What's coming out next year?
Yeah, don't even help her. Don't anybody say it, because I know she's gonna think it, she's gonna get it, and then yeah.
Is it a part of a franchise?
It is a part of a franchise, yes.
It's part of a franchise.
Part of a franchise.
And this is coming to theaters?
It is coming to theaters. I'm honestly shocked that it's taking you this long to get.
Are you talking about The Strangers?
No.
Oh.
We both know that looks like dog shit, so sorry.
I don't know. Can I get another hint?
Sure.
I'm avoiding the chat just in case. It's
Sure.
stressing me out.
Has something to do with 2 other movies, correct? Aaron, that's a good hint.
Has something to do with 2 other movies.
2 other movies.
Oh, is it Maxine?
It is Maxine, yes.
I'm stupid.
Indeed.
Damn it!
Indeed. That was a good hint, Aaron. I'm going to give you props for that. Again, see, that was in my head. He just phrased it for me correctly.
Aaron,
so.
we're on to you.
No, but Terrifier 3 is guys, that's obviously a really good suggestion, and it is definitely a very anticipated movie for a lot of horror fans and, even just casual horror fans. SPC Unleashed, what's going on? I know, long time no see. And I don't know if that's just because we've been gone or if it's because you've been absent. I really don't know.
Maybe we've both been gone.
We've both been gone, but I'm so glad to be back here. Because now, as we gear into the movie talk, this is where a lot of the fun is going to be tonight. But yes, Terrifier 3 is definitely an anticipated movie. And that poster looks so damn sick. It's probably one of the most savage teaser posters I've ever seen. I mean, you've got Art the Clown wielding an axe, and he literally has Santa's face skin literally as a tie around his neck. It's freaking awesome. And apparently the first 5 minutes of this movie is supposed to be super controversial, and it's so violent that it outdoes anything from the previous 2 installments, and studios didn't pick it up because of how violent it was. And I'm like, why you guys got to be such bitches,
Well, I wonder if, just in case no one's seen the little snippet, because it was posted on Twitter, is how I watched it, because I wasn't able to see it in theaters. But I bet with someone shown in that little snippet, I wonder if that is a part of the opening or something. Because if so, it makes sense, because that'd be pretty, you know what I'm trying to say without fully saying it?
Yeah, kind of.
If they really kill this one person, maybe they're like, no, we're not doing that. Because it's a child, is what, it is.
Yeah.
It's a child. So I wonder maybe if that's it, or it could just be something completely unrelated. Who fucking knows?
Maybe. I mean, the teaser that they decided to release has to do with a child seeing Art on Christmas Eve. So it's yeah, and she's like Santa, and then it cuts to Art wielding the axe, and he's just laughing. And so maybe he does kill a kid in the very beginning of this movie, which would definitely be new. I mean, he was going to kill Sienna's brother in Terrifier 2. And I mean, he's kind of borderline. I mean, he's more of a teenager, really. But I think he was only in middle school, was he not? Or is he in high school?
He might have been in high school. No, I think it was middle school. And there's the little boy that's eating the cereal and the dream sequence, and there's the pale girl and stuff. So there's been kid deaths, but to see that would be pretty pretty rough, I would say. But we've seen some pretty crazy shit with both of these movies. So I feel nothing is sort of off limits with these.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, Art, because Jason doesn't really kill kids. Michael, he was after Jamie in Halloween's 4, 5, and 6. But he's never even really killed oh no, I lied. He did kill a kid in Halloween 2018. Killed a kid in
Yeah,
Halloween
the
2018.
boy, the dancer.
Yeah, and that kind of put him over the limit too. Like, you know, so I think Michael though I don't think Freddy's ever killed a kid.
Okay, but Freddy,
Okay,
oof,
yeah, that is true. Freddy's like, just
he's
he's an
still out over
oddball.
there.
Yeah, he's a little oddball, that's for sure. So okay, you know what? He's done shit to kids. There you go. That's
Yeah, let's. Yeah.
and honestly, I'd rather him kill them like
Yeah,
than
that's
what.
pretty bad. Like he's bad on just like a completely just new way. But he's like that becomes the bad that you can't root for because you're just like, oh no.
Yeah,
But if it's like Michael Myers with no, sort of intentions like that, it's like, okay, that's fine. But as soon as you bring that up, it's like, never mind, I'm done. But
yeah. That's but yeah, I mean, really, Art. If this kid gets killed in a violent way on screen, then that has got to be the most batshit brutal shit I've ever seen, perhaps in a horror movie. Point blank, that's it. Like,
well,
so
we're gonna find out.
yeah, we are, and I'm gonna be sitting in that theater, eating popcorn, drinking a soda as this shit's playing out. And I'm just going to look so fucked up in that theater, but I don't give a shit. I'm going to be like, hey, I know it's fake. I know how the blood works. So it's the sound effects that does it, though. And I think we talked about that when we were watching Rob Zombie's Halloween together. Misael has a question. You have to fight a famous horror movie demon. Who's your pick? A demon.
A demon. I mean, the first demon that pops in my head is Toby from Paranormal Activity. But I don't know if I necessarily want to fight him. That's pretty, he's pretty persistent.
Yeah. I'm going, and it's not just because she's recent in horror, but I got to go Valak, dude. I'm going to beat that nun's ass. That's
All right.
probably
Yeah.
not. She like opens like her mouth and literally like then you like fly back 25 feet.
Yeah, I
like,
don't think you really have a shot.
No, I mean, but I'm still going up. I'm still going up against her for a fact.
I mean, I guess I'll go Toby. I guess we're gonna have to freaking fight it out. I can't literally think of anything else.
What about the demons from Night of the Demons?
Wait, no. I'm gonna steal Brandon's answer. Jennifer Check is my vote. So I'm gonna go with Jennifer because we wouldn't fight. We would just be friends.
Okay. Fair enough.
Or if we fought, it'd be like a cat fight, and then we'd make up and like watch a movie or something.
Well, heck yeah. Brandon says, have you guys seen the Mean Girls trailer yet? You know what? I did not watch that trailer today. So, no, I haven't. But I'm sure I need to watch it because I definitely will see that movie for sure.
Okay, well, I have seen it. I watched it twice. And I am excited for it. I love Mean Girls. It is in my top 10 like favorite really just movies overall. I love Mean Girls and I just watched it again the other day. And this is a musical. And it's based off of like the musical, which I'm not like familiar with like at all. But from the trailer, it's still very much Mean Girls, but it's going to be with like singing and more dancing, I guess. But it looks like it'll be fun. Tina Fey she wrote it, so that has like my hopes kind of up a little bit just because she's a part of the first one as well. So I hope it's good. I'm pretty excited. Hi, Gavin.
Hi, Gavin. Have a drink for me. Actually, you know what? Have a shot. There you go.
Have a shot.
Have a shot for Destiny too.
That's 2
I
shots.
I ain't scared of Valak. Neither am I, honestly.
I'm not either. And that's just like really it's the way that they choose to like show her. Like you said, the whole opening the mouth and people fly back and it's like all the jump scares. It's like all these parts really make her ineffective. The parts where she's like floating through and it's like unsettling like that, I think is really well done. All the jump scares ruins it for her. So I think, that for me makes her not scary. So yeah.
Yeah, the jump scares definitely they don't work in her favor very much because you can literally see all of them coming from like 10 miles away. Also I'm looking right here to see how far back on Letterboxd I got to go. The last show that we did was on October 11th. So that was the Wednesday before we went to Chicago. So
Yeah.
and then really didn't watch too much. At least I didn't record on Letterboxd that I watched too much after that. I think the biggest one that I do want to talk about because I'd like to hear some of the chat's thoughts on it as well. If you guys saw it, was The Exorcist Believer. We saw that in Wrigleyville at Alamo Drafthouse. It was a ton of fun. I love that theater so damn much. I think that the theater is just awesome. And the food was great too. At least my food was. Except I have to tell you guys a story really quickly because I ordered chicken wings as my food. And I thought they were boneless. I didn't know that they were traditional chicken wings. And I have 10 wings to get through. And like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I get my tray and I pick it up and I'm like, okay. So I start eating it and Des just literally gives me the bombastic side eye and it's just like,
Yeah, because you're fucking eating like there. I've even seen a tweet something about eating chicken like wings in a movie theater, and I was just like, he's really eating wings in a movie theater. Which, granted, like they sell food, so it is like a restaurant. It's not just normal theater food, but still, it's like chicken wings.
well, I got the wings, and while I waited on the wings, I got the popcorn. So, I had the popcorn and the wings. The wings were really good, but again, I had thought they were boneless. So when I was eating them, I just felt very weird.
As you should.
So yeah, and Destiny's just looking at me the whole time. Every time I picked one up, she would look at me, and I'd
Okay,
be like,
because it is so nasty to hear someone eat chicken wings, like in general. But then, like, we're all like in a quiet room, so I could just hear like every like little like. And as a person who doesn't eat meat besides fish, I tend to not too often like get like weirded out by meat, but that right there definitely, yeah. I was like, oh, so just if you're gonna eat wings in a theater, maybe don't.
hey, listen to me. They were good. I probably won't do it again unless I know they're boneless, so I can get a
See, that's different
fork.
because
you know.
that's like a chicken nugget basically.
Yeah, but I mean, like my hands were literally covered in the
Covered.
sauce, like just covered in the sauce, and I'm like, yeah, it was. I won't be doing that again unless I know they're boneless. Like that, that's all. That's all I gotta say. So if you guys are gonna do that, make sure you guys get the boneless. But we did see Saw 10 later on that week. We went to another dine-in movie theater called Hollywood Palms. If you guys are ever in the Naperville area, you guys should go here. It's actually where we premiered the Haddonfield Nightmare in 2021, and it was a great time. But it's a great theater too, so I highly recommend you guys going to check that out. And I got these loaded fries at that theater, and Hey, Destiny was even picking off my plate there. Like it was like one of those moments where she looked at what she ordered, she looked at what I ordered, because your meal came with fries, did it not?
It did.
Yeah. So she looks at her fries, looks at mine, and then reaches over, doesn't say anything, doesn't be like, hey, I'm going to take a fry. Nope, just reaches over, and I just watch her grab one of my fries, and I just follow it all the way back when she eats it. I was just like, that is unbelievable. But no, they were good. They were really good.
I took about 4 more after that too. They
Yeah.
were really good. But they had bacon on them, so I had to heavily inspect every little fry I took. But it was very good. And I'm still thinking about them.
No, I know, me too. I think like once a week in our conversation, it just gets brought up like, God damn, I want those fries again.
Yeah.
All right, gonna get through some of these questions, and then I'm gonna start going through some of the movies that we watched from since our last episode. Destiny, you probably have more, so just pick the ones that you really would like to discuss, and yeah, we'll go with that. And Tana says, what do you guys think will come to HHN in 2024? IP wise, we already saw a tweet saying that there's a huge rumor that Five Nights at Freddy's is apparently already locked in as a house for 2024. I'm going to say Saw, because of how well Saw 10 did this year. And just Saw has kind of been pretty popular again. We haven't seen a Saw house at Halloween Horror Nights since 2017. So I think that we may be able to get another Saw house. Probably a horror of Blumhouse house. No, that would also include Five Nights at Freddy's. Probably. IP. They may bring Michael Myers back because they had a gap year in between him being there. So it's very possible that they can do maybe a Halloween. Maybe they get one from the new trilogy, or Halloween 3 was one of the rumored houses for last year. And I would love more than anything to see a Halloween 3 house. It will probably, excuse me, be my most anticipated house next year, if that is an actual thing. But yeah, I see John Murdy. I see both of the creative directors on Twitter. I follow both of them for Orlando and Hollywood, and they're already working. John Murdy's almost done with house number 3 right now. So that's crazy. But yeah, Des, what do you think is going to be there?
I don't know. You really took kind of all the answers, I would say. I really went Halloween 3, though. The more we talk about, I mean, when we first talked about it, that's definitely, I'm surprised they haven't yet, just because like everything would look so cool. But really, like all the things that I would have really liked to see, it would have been like Stranger Things, and I've already seen it. So
yeah, they're not going to house again next year. There's no point in doing it again next year. The only time they did back-to-back Stranger Things years was for seasons 1 and 2. And that was because it was like a brand new thing. And
recently, but I would like to see Killer Clowns again, just so I can see it, because I love Killer Clowns.
I mean, Hollywood is a little bit different than Orlando. Orlando has bigger gaps between that, because Killer Clowns was just at Hollywood in like 2018 also, and they had it last year in 2022 as well. So Killer Clowns could be, I don't know when Orlando had it last, but maybe Orlando gets Killer Clowns next year. And we're going to both of them next year, so that could work out in your favor if one of them at least has it. So
I'd love to see a Trick or Treat house.
They did that in 2018 also.
Okay.
I
would like to see it.
I know you would.
My eyeballs.
They did a Shining house in 2017. I would love a Dr. Sleep house. I think that would be
I would love a Dr. Sleep house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you just mimicking me now? Is that all you're doing?
No,
What the hell? Either way, I'd love a Dr. Sleep House, but yeah, as of right
I
now,
would too.
I'm gonna say Five Nights at Freddy's, Saw, and I'm gonna just say Halloween 3, and maybe I just spit it out in the atmosphere, and maybe it'll be a thing. So y'all heard it here first. If it happens, Aaron says possible spoiler talk. Braden and Destiny, what did you think of Cobweb? I liked it, but there were definitely some logic issues / character behavior issues. Destiny, I'm gonna let you start this one. Okay.
I really enjoyed Cobweb up until the ending because it got so weird. Which going into it, I knew it got weird, and so I do have like screen recordings I took because like Braden and I FaceTimed while we were watching it, so I have videos of our reactions to certain parts. And just like I don't know, it really got super strange. I don't want to say too much about it, and I think things could have like looked a lot better, and that would have made it, I think, a lot scarier. But up until there's like a switch in the movie and it kind of like switches gears, it really started to lose me. But everything up until that I thought was so great. Like I really enjoyed both Anthony Starr and I'm completely blanking on her name because all I can think of is Janice Ian from Mean Girls. But they are both so great, and then that switch happens, and I was just like, oh, and it just loses me. And it's not like I really like the fall vibes and like all the pumpkins, like the Halloween atmosphere. But besides like a watch during October, I really don't think I'll go back to it too like often in between. Like this will probably just be in October and maybe like every other year because I love the vibes. It's just the ending really was so strange and just like it didn't. It can be weird, but I feel like it didn't like warrant that.
Yeah, I fucked with it the whole movie except the ending. The ending just really did not do it for me. Like I was just like when I saw the creature, I wished I hadn't seen the creature because everything about it was like it was creepy and like every time you'd see it you'd be like what the fuck is that thing? Like, Destiny and I would look at each other and just be like okay, and then it's like you were so excited to see it, and then you see it, and you're just like, and then it became a running joke in our conversation for like a week, and I finally, the funny thing is, Destiny was trying to find a good picture of it. I remember this conversation. She was trying to find a good picture of this creature, and she couldn't. And I Googled it, and in seconds I found it. And I sent it to her, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that was bullshit. Because I was like literally looking at everything I could to find just a good image of this, and you have it within 2 seconds. I was like, "What am I doing wrong?" But at least we found it because it just looked so. Like you said, the build-up is so great. We're really expecting some crazy, like, oh my god, and then when you see it, it's just like they could have gone way more, I think, practical because it definitely didn't. It just didn't look good. And like that's supposed like we're supposed to be scared right now, and I'm just like, what are we looking at?
Yeah, I was just like, I saw it, and I was like, I'm supposed to be afraid of you.
Yeah, but you gave it 4 stars.
The whole star down is because of that bullshit ending. I had a great time with it the whole movie. Don't call me out like that. You know what? I'm going to get that John Wick clip and I'm going to freaking put that up now for anyone that says bullshit in the chat. I'm going to put the
Bring it on.
That is it. Brandon, we're going to go through I'm going to get to your these questions here in a second. I see that you and Brettman have sent in super chats, so I'm going to get to those first. Brettman says, "Please tell me y'all have seen When Evil Lurks." No.
Even though I want to.
And this right here is to us.
Now you gotta die. Those are the rules.
Gotta die now. Sorry.
I do want to watch it.
So do I. Let's watch it tonight.
Okay. Perfect. That was you know what? Listen, in my head earlier, I'm going to pull a you now. In my head earlier, I was like, talking about movies we've seen. I know everyone's been talking about that movie. I was like, I bet someone is going to bring it up. And then I'll be like, oh, we both haven't seen it. And then they'll win that we should watch it tonight. So
Yeah,
really, this is my plan all along, and it's working wonderfully.
that is great. So we're gonna watch that tonight. Looks like we got to put the 9-9 on pause tonight because Destiny and I just started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine as well. So that's like our sitcom that we're currently getting through.
Yes.
Which do you favor more, Trick or Treat or Krampus? Oh, you want me to answer? Trick or Treat. I love Trick or Treat a lot. I think that it's a fantastic Halloween movie, and don't get me wrong, I'm all in for a good Christmas horror movie. But I just love Trick or Treat. I think that it's great, and I cannot wait. I really, really hope that when Trick or Treat 2 finally comes out, that it is worth it. I mean, don't get me wrong, excited as shit for it, very nervous at the same time for it because like there's just so much hype around it and it's been so long in between the first and the second that when it's here, I can't lie, I'm going to be going in with very slight expectations, but I'm going to try and keep my excitement at a moderate level. But I feel like I'm going to overhype it a lot and that's going to just make me mad. So, yeah. What are your thoughts, Des? And then I'll give him his video.
What?
I said, what are your thoughts? And then I'll give him his video.
Oh, Trick or Treat. I love Trick or Treat. It's a movie like I started watching not when I was like super young. I was definitely like probably like 13 or so. So I've been like watching it for a pretty good while, and so I'm so excited. Like it's gotten so popular now. And with Krampus, I've seen it I think maybe 3 times. And like you said, like I love a good Christmas horror movie. But it just like I don't know. It just really wasn't what I was like wanting it to be, I guess. And like the characters I don't think are super great, which some of them aren't supposed to be. It's supposed to be like a real family. And it definitely does feel like a real family to like their credit. But it's just like in Trick or Treat, I don't know. I feel like in Trick it's so fast paced and everything's moving and like it's so like seamless. And with this, it's not an anthology, it's just, a story. But I don't know. Like it just doesn't grasp me the way a Trick or Treat does. But that being said, I'll still watch it in December, even though it's not my favorite. I do try to watch it every December.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll still watch it when the season's right, but I'll always pick Trick or Treat over it. So.
Hand it over. I want that money!
What?
It was so funny when we finally got to that episode and I was able to see that play out. All right. And then Brandon had another question for you, Destiny. Do you prefer what's your go-to fish dinner?
My go-to fish dinner is salmon, definitely. I do I like trout though, but I love salmon. But when it comes to like seafood in general, like I love shrimp. That is my number one go-to is shrimp. But when it comes to like fish, salmon.
Yeah, I'm a salmon guy as well. I know that question was for you, but I was still going to answer it anyway. So yeah, salmon guy for a fact. Braden, you've seen the last 2 Saw films at the Palms. That's right, I did. I saw Spiral at the Palms with Misael and Blair. And I remember they laughed like crazy when Samuel L. Jackson was like, "You want to go get a slice?" After Chris Rock was bitching about him not getting to spend time with his dad. Too white to say the other word, so I can't say can't say the line before it. All right. Anyway, Orlando. I know, Brad. I hope you're getting excited, buddy. Nightmare on Elm Street 40th anniversary is next year, so maybe that. For movies that we're looking
Halloween
forward
Horror
to.
Nights.
Oh, Halloween Horror Night. Oh, yeah, we haven't. Sorry, thank you. I was blanking there for a second. Yeah, perhaps. They haven't done a Nightmare House since 2008. So
That'd be pretty cool. They
that
could do so much with that.
Yeah, they definitely could. The first time I went to Halloween Horror Nights was in 2007, and that was in Orlando, and they did Nightmare, Texas, and Friday all in one year. And yeah, the Nightmare House was my dad and I's favorite. It was really cool to see that. Brentman says Dr. Sleep House. Holy shit, Gail's in the chat. She says she wants an elf house, not horror, just Christmas and filled with gumdrops and spaghetti. Hey, that would be a cool house to walk through, though. Gail, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you commented at 6:42. That's almost 10 minutes ago. Do not kill me. I'm for sure on Gail's hate list now. If I wasn't before, I for sure am now. It's definitely a, hey, he took 10 minutes to respond to me. Gail, what's going on? I hope that you're doing well and adapting to the married life. Okay. Both of you, I should say. What else did a lot of people in the chat here are saying When Evil Lurks is awesome, so that's good. Twin City, what's going on? Please do that. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I knew Misael was going to comment on that for a fact after I said that we started watching on it. Will Smith. What up, Will Smith? How are you? Wish I could stay. I'm falling asleep at my desk. Y'all have a blessed day and night. Hey, Rob, thank you so much for coming in. I promise you I will not butcher your name next time you come in. Thank you for being here. It was great to chat with you a little bit tonight. Have a good night, buddy.
Good night.
Okay, I think I'm all caught up with things that I need to comment on. So, Des, what's your letterboxed stuff? Because we clearly forgot to go through what's in your world of horror. So, what's been going on recently?
Oh my god. I mean, really, besides the 2 movies you said that we saw in theaters, I did a lot of rewatches, so I'm not going to go through all those because it's almost an hour already. But I would say the main big thing that I saw or that I watched was The Fall of the House of Usher, new Mike Flanagan series. It was very well done, like they usually are. And if you like Edgar Allan Poe, if you're a fan of the stories, then you would love this because every episode is like a different story. And it all like is modernized and it all like ties together and stuff. My only I did see someone say that it is pretty repetitive, and I would say like it definitely is. Like the episodes play out a certain way, but whatever. It's interesting to see how it all like comes together. But that's probably like the main big thing that I watched was The Fall of the House of Usher, which it definitely wasn't my favorite. My favorite probably still as of right now Midnight Mass, and it's probably my least favorite, but I still gave it 5 stars because it's still incredible. But would I go back and rewatch this one compared to the others? Probably not at least as often. But yeah, definitely worth it.
That's good. Speaking of Flanagan, I just finished Bly Manor this past weekend for the first time. Never seen it. And I watched the first episode and I just remembered, granted, I did watch it on the plane and I was kind of in and out because I was so tired because I had a late night flight. And so I was in and out of it and I just didn't really like it. So watching it from the beginning now all the way through, I actually really liked it. And it's a really well done story. I mean, I gave most of everything like between 8 and 10. I gave the directing an 11 because of how well it's directed. But I think the only thing I gave like lower than an 8 was the scare factor, because there are some jump scares. There are definitely some moments in Destiny did see me. It got like it did get me a couple times, but for the most part, it wasn't anything like Hill House. And I'm not saying that it needed to be like Hill House, because it was definitely unique in itself, but it wasn't really about the scare factor. It was more about the characters and just really even the ghosts were characters in this movie or in the show. And that's what I loved about it, is like you could see them for the most part, or characters were able to see them and communicate with them in a way for the most part. So I just found it to be very interesting. And then like in the last 2 episodes where everything just kind of started to intertwine and connect, and you were just like, holy shit. Like it just brings back everything that they were referencing from early in the show to now coming full circle. And it was just so well done. I was like, yeah, I loved the show. So I don't know why it got as much hate as it did. Maybe because people were just expecting a jump scare fest, which is honestly what a lot of people that are just casual horror fans look for in a scary movie, is the jump scare factor. But when there's a deeper story to it, like there is here, that's what I'm more interested in. I'm more interested in the story, and the jump scares are just kind of like the icing on the cake, or it's like the little flavoring that you put on it, because you have to have a story. That's it. So.
I cried.
You cried again.
Liked it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad, but it's so good. I love Bly Manor.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
Bretman says the storytelling in Bly Manor was perfection. Yeah, no, it really was. Like
That last episode is so good.
Yeah. I think the episode before it was my favorite, because it was, you got to see everything come together. And then that ending, it was interesting because I commented on this. Destiny and I were talking about it, because you see the ending of is there 9 episodes or 8 episodes? 9, I think.
9.
You see the ending of episode 7. You see it again in the beginning of episode 8. And then you see it again at the end of episode 8. So you see that ending 3 times. And I love it because each of it is like all different perspectives from like, it's the same thing, but now it's like, oh yeah, okay, this is like, how everything got to where it was. So yeah, I just thought that it was so cool and just so well done that, yeah, I love the show. So I still haven't seen Midnight Club. And I haven't watched Fall of the House of Usher yet. So I still have 2 Flanagan shows to get through in the Netflix universe. But yeah, I've loved all of them so far. I've loved Hill House. Midnight Mass was fucking phenomenal. I actually still think Midnight Mass is my favorite one of them, because Midnight Mass is fucking good. I'd watch that whole thing again tonight. I binged it in a day. I watched the whole thing in a day. So, and yeah, Bly Manor I did like a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I think it ranks at number 3 right now, which sucks. It's just, Mike Flanagan, stop making good shit so I can so it
good.
Yeah, so it could be easier to rank your stuff, because like imagine ranking all of his projects. Like that would be like a task. Like that would be like a, where do I put, I mean, Dr. Sleep for me is probably going to be 1. So just because that was my favorite horror movie. That surpassed It Chapter 2 for me in 2019. I know that that was a hard one because they're both King properties. But yeah, Dr. Sleep surpassed It Chapter 2 for me that year. It was my favorite horror movie of 2019. So Brett says he can't get through Midnight Club. First episode broke the record for most jump scares in a single episode. Oh no. Oh no, maybe that's it. Maybe Midnight Club will come in last. Would you watch Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark if the stories themselves were adapted? Like a TV series? Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah, it says a series.
Oh, it does. Sorry. I was yawning at that point. Yeah, no, I think that I think I would. That's just
I
me.
would. I love Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. These are like some of my favorite books in like 4th grade.
Yeah, I think that they can draw out a TV series. Well, to be honest, it would also depend on who is behind it. Better be someone good. That's all I gotta say. So, yeah, I would definitely do that. But yeah, I mean, other than that, guys, in October we did a lot of rewatches. I watched Hubie Halloween for the first time, which was kind of fun. The atmosphere in that movie was really well done, I thought. Other than that, it was just a stupid Adam Sandler movie. The thing that I appreciated about that movie is that it was kind of like a homage to all of Sandler's projects that had come before this one. There's a lot of references that I caught from like Happy Gilmore and just things that I appreciated. Had a pretty fun time with that one. And then saw Five Nights at Freddy's, which is doing very well at the box office right now. Thought that movie was okay. Could have been a lot better. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5. But I still think that it was a good time. I really liked Josh Hutcherson in the movie. Matthew Lillard was okay, not the best that I've seen him in a movie at all, but still thought that it was a pretty fun time. I enjoyed it a lot more than Destiny did. Destiny didn't like Five Nights at Freddy's at all.
Yeah, I really didn't.
It was just blah for her. But I'm glad to see, though, that a lot of the gamer fans, like the fans of the games, are very much enjoying it. The thing that just really is awesome for the movie is that even though it was on Peacock, people still showed up to see it in theaters. So it got the support. I mean, it's at like 230 million right now, I think, worldwide, which is a very good success for that film. So happy for Blumhouse because this is a movie that was kind of up their alley. Again, I feel like they just need to stick as a company to these fun horror type of movies, and I feel like that they're going to find a lot more success. Like Megan, Freaky, Happy Death Day. The project that they should be fucking greenlighting right now and putting all of their efforts toward is that Happy Death Day and Freaky crossover. I mean, that's just kind of what I'm thinking, is they need to have something with that. But yeah. Let's see here. Ashton says Five Nights at Freddy's was okay. Thought Five Nights took itself too seriously. Sorry. What time is it? It's only 7:00 my time. Holy shit. About the 5th dream sequence, I was checked out. Yeah, the dream sequences, they really did do a lot of that in the movie. And I saw somebody post that Josh Hutcherson's character, every time he worked as a security guard, was asleep on his shift, which is crazy. My sister liked the movie more than I did. I'm a Willy's Wonderland guy, to be honest. I did very much like Willy's Wonderland, and I do think it is the better animatronic movie for a fact. And it's also just because I love Nicolas Cage, and watching him beat the shit out of the animatronics without saying one word in the movie is just awesome. So, yeah, I mean, that's the R-rated version. If you guys want an R-rated version and you have no idea what Willy's Wonderland is, check that movie out. I promise you it's worth your time. Man, fuck the teens at the theater for Five Nights at Freddy's. I had to walk out and watch it at home. 3rd time ever walking out. Yeah, honestly, that's the thing with movies nowadays, is that people just don't know when to shut the fuck up. So, I mean, Destiny and I have had the worst audiences for most of our theater experiences this year. Most of them. Evil Dead Rise, it was fine. I think there was like one annoyance that occurred in that movie and then it was done. I think it was like this lady that just kept getting up and moving, but then she popped squat and was done. But when we saw Insidious, oh, the couple next to us can honestly get hit by a car because
Shut up. Oh my God.
they were terrible. But yeah, that was pretty bad. When we saw The Nun, it was bad. When we saw Saw, it was terrible. The only 2 theater experiences this year that we've had that was good was Evil Dead and
The Exorcist.
Yeah.
Believer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's because when we saw Saw, I always find that funny. Okay, anyway, when we saw that movie, there was just a lady in the back that just kept coughing loud. I mean, it was like ridiculously loud. And then there was a couple right behind us, or 2 friends or whatever, that just, I'm pretty sure,
It was
dined
3 girls.
Okay. 3 girls that I'm pretty sure just dined and dashed. So just ate and took off because it was either that or the first kill was so brutal to them that they were just like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to do this. So, yeah, I don't know. I think Des has got the curse on her
Probably.
because all my theater experiences are
I always get shitty experiences. X, terrible. Talk to Me, awful. Talk to Me was pretty bad. That one was really pissing me off. So almost the only one I would say has been bad when it's just been like me was probably like Megan, and then like Scream 6. For the most part, they're not very good.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that curse better be lifted before the next 2 Avengers movies come out. Because if we get bad experiences with those movies, you will legit see me freak the fuck out. Not on you, but I'll just freak out. So, yeah, figure it out. Scare that demon out of you. I don't know what to do.
I didn't do anything.
Ashton says Thor was the worst theater experience. Had 3 people sit behind me and they would not shut up. Dude, that's always the worst. Like, honestly. I don't know. I don't want to get banned from a theater. Otherwise, I'd beat their ass on site. You know. Ben, you're going to get the last comment of the night, and then we're going to wrap it up. I only go to the movies in the daytime, so never had a bad experience except at the times where random people decide to sit right next to me in mostly empty theaters. Dude, that is the worst. There's all these seats, and you choose the one legit right next to me. Why? That's ridiculous. Like, I mean, people that do that, honestly, could just have the worst day. That's all. That's it. I just said could have the worst day. I didn't say anything bad. I just said they can have the worst possible day that they can think of, or that one can think of. That's it. I didn't say what it was. You know?
Okay.
So, dude, look at all these people are having these issues. If someone does that, I'm getting up and I'm moving to an even more open seat. That's all I got to say. That's what I'm doing. Just to show them that I do not want to be by them. Okay. I'm wrapping it up, all right? You know what? Let's just answer Denise's question. She's got one question here on the night. What movies are you guys looking forward to seeing next year? Des, what are you looking forward to next year?
Maxine, Terrifier 3, whenever A Quiet Place Day 1 comes out, and the movie Horde. If that's also next year, I don't know. Which there hasn't been a release date, so I don't know. But if that also comes out next year, those for sure.
Heck yeah. I mean, there's a lot of movies that are coming out next year that I'm excited for. I mean, Fuzz on the Lens has Stream coming out, which is from the creators of from the producers of Terrifier and Terrifier 2. Godzilla versus Kong. I mean, looking forward to that. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Beetlejuice 2, lots of them. Terrifier 3 for sure. They followed. I feel like that might be 2025 because I think they're filming it next year. So we'll see. Either way, lots of stuff to look forward to next year. Des, what do you got coming up here in the near future?
I mean, nothing until Back from the Dead. That's really the only thing, and that's not until the last Sunday of this month, so it's not for a while. Besides that, just Fear Freaks.
Heck yeah. In between next week, the only video as of right now that I've got coming is my Thanksgiving movie review, which should be out Tuesday night. Probably late Tuesday night, but that is when that review will be out. So you guys can look forward to that. And then next week, not sure what we're talking about right now with Fear Freaks, but we will figure it out. And obviously, follow the chat, follow us on Instagram, so that way you guys can see exactly what's up and coming. So thank you guys so much for being a fantastic audience on our first episode back for November. Hopefully next month we can get some holiday stuff going on, so we can do like top fives for the holiday season. And I'd like to get like a new Christmassy opening for Fear Freaks as well. We'll see if I have the time to put something like that together. But with all that being said, guys, post your guys' comments down below. Let us know, what did you guys think of tonight's stream, and what are you guys looking forward to the most for the remainder of the year as well as 2024? Leave comments down below. We'd absolutely love to read them. And as always, if you guys like this, don't forget to join this channel on its journey to 15,000 subscribers. And we will see you guys next time on Fear Freaks. Have a great night, all. Bye-bye.